So Shotgun Wedding marks the 10th time that Jennifer Lopez is playing a bride in a movie, if you can believe that. And you know what they say, 10th time's a charm, right? Wrong. What's up, guys? I'm Sully Streams, and today we're talking about the new action rom-com coming to Prime later this week, Shotgun Wedding. All you have to know about this one is that it follows Tom and Darcy, who are having this insane destination wedding, but all of that comes to a halt when a band of armed pirates take everybody hostage. Now it's up to the groom and the bride to work together, kick some serious ass, and save the day. The Philippines are having a bad month, let me tell you. I mean, when I was in the theater watching this one and they mentioned it was going to be on an island in the Philippines, which was about to get ransacked by a group of pirates, I was like, hold on, we got Plane a couple weeks ago, and now this? Something tells me these movies are not going to make it onto the travel brochure, and this movie shouldn't even make it onto your watch list either, so let's dive into this mess. So I feel like this is one of those movies where they came up with the plot and started working on the script way after they had their snappy little title, if you know what I mean. Like, they came out of the writer's room being like, yeah, dialogue, character development, we'll handle all of that later, but Shotgun Wedding, that's a winner. But unfortunately, you need way more than just a snappy title to differentiate yourself in this game, because this movie literally just copies The Lost City with Sandra Bullock and Channing Tatum at every single turn that it takes, but it doesn't have the chemistry or charisma with it as well. I mean, I don't think Josh Duhamel or Jennifer Lopez have much of that at all in this movie. But actually, it was kind of crazy. I feel like when we're watching this movie, if you just paused it and said, all right, I want you to guess where the scene is going from here, I could probably give you a pretty good guess every single time. It just does completely nothing to try and subvert your expectations. And when I say subvert your expectations, I mean, I'm not looking for some like Inception level twist here. Come on, we know what this movie is, but like show me something. Anything to try and surprise me. The Lost City isn't even that great of a movie already. It itself is kind of just a copy of Romancing the Stone. So you get what I'm saying here. We're just seeing nothing new. Shotgun Wedding is a copy of a copy already, just right out of the gate. I'm just so sick of predictable, unfunny, and formulaic comedies. It feels like it's been years since we had the last truly awesome and original comedic movie. All the jokes in this film that I thought were amusing or funny, I feel like I could point to another project where they were taken from. Like, I'm sitting there being like, okay, that was Deadpool, that was Johnny English, oh, that was I Love You, Man. And I've talked about this with movies before, but when you do that, it brings out what I think is possibly the worst cinema sin you can commit, and that's reminding me that I'd rather be watching a different movie. Like, why would you take memorable stuff from other movies if it's just going to make me realize, okay, those ones I'm thinking of are great, and this one I'm watching right now just stinks? I guess maybe that'll go over the head of more casual movie fans, and that's what they're banking on, but it will not get past a crazed film lunatic like myself. Like, if this was somehow the only comedy I'd ever seen in my entire life, I'd score it higher, but since I'm sitting there and just seeing how much is borrowed, I can't really give it any props. This movie's like when you copied your buddy's homework and you just used a thesaurus to change the words he already wrote and not really their meaning, so you're not really doing any of the work. It's just not a good practice to get into. Like, I myself am getting married in a year and a half, and my wedding is going to be way funnier than the one that I just had to sit through in this movie. But that did get me thinking, though. You know how sometimes people will run Twitter campaigns to see if they can get a celebrity to come to their high school prom with them? I feel like I have to start one to see if I can get Jennifer Coolidge to attend my wedding, which is the perfect segue into saying, and no one should be shocked by this, that the movie's only redeeming quality from the get-go is really Jennifer Coolidge. I feel like me and everyone else just cannot get enough of her lately, especially after her run on The White Lotus, and for the next 5 years, you're gonna see everyone knocking on her door being like, we want you in this movie, but just like, go out and play that character you were on that show you were on. Go out and do what works. And if it took this movie for me to see her wielding a machine gun, so be it, but you're gonna see her turning into the light version of Ryan Reynolds for a little bit, just playing the same character over and over, but she's just so good at it that I'm not even mad about it. Before we wrap this up, can we just talk about how Jennifer Lopez has been in a wedding dress more times than I've gone out and bought myself a pair of sneakers? I looked it up. This is her 10th time portraying a bride in a movie. At this point, she just has to have a full closet of wedding dresses, right? Like, she just goes in there and she's like, okay, you said this was an action movie or a drama? Action movie. Okay, this one. But seriously, Jennifer Lopez in a wedding movie is going to become a film genre of its own at this point if we're not careful. Shotgun Wedding offers up absolutely nothing you haven't already seen done before, and in a much better movie. It comes off as a lazy, hollow, and predictable comedy that you'll probably forget ever existed even a week after the credits roll. There are definitely some funny and entertaining moments sprinkled in here, but none of them make taking this cookie-cutter journey worth it in the slightest. Jennifer Coolidge shines in here per usual. We need to protect her at all costs, but this movie is just not worth your time. Shotgun Wedding gets a Sully score of 1.5 stars. So that's my review of the new Jennifer Lopez wedding movie. Hopefully she'll stop after giving us her 20th one. But let me know in the comments below if you're going to go check this one out or if you've already seen it. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. and I'll see you guys at the next video.